Hi, in this video, I will discuss about structured data extraction, especially from PDF documents. This will be highly helpful in legal domain. So why means like we all know like the legal like most of the like almost all the documents are in the form of text. Either it may be in the form of PDF or scanned or everything, it will be in the form of text only. Okay, it's a text heavy domain. So this one, if we can able to extract structured data, like the information which is required in the form of structured data, then it will be very easy for further analysis, and it can be stored in a database, and then it is very highly helpful for the firm, and it will be treated as an asset as well. Like I will explain like what are the benefits like and how it can be done. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about why this is mainly useful in a legal domain. Okay, the first thing is efficiency and speed. Okay, it reduces, especially for the lawyers, if there is a new case or a document they need to review, they need to manually go through the document and then review it. It will take some time for them. That is a main like it's a daunting task. It takes from weeks to hours depending upon the document size. Okay, that can be mostly reduced. Like this is the main work that can be reduced if we can able to extract the information which is the essence of that particular document, and then put it in the form of a tabular format. Either it may be in Excel or it may be in the database, whatever it may be, but if you can able to put it in a tabular or structured format, it is easy for the lawyer or whoever going to analyze the document, so that they can easily grasp like what actually it is and what are the key main points there, and how it can be analyzed further. Okay, so that's one thing here. And also like instant access to the case information. Okay, so they may be dealing with the different cases, like especially in a busy law firm, they will be dealing with a different kind of cases, and each department has their own set of case details. If you can able to give an instant access to the case details, like what it is actually and what are the key points in that one, and what are the, like for example, if you have different entities from the document, and if you can able to pinpointly like these are the entities that has to be extracted, and if you can able to extract those entities from the document, either it may be a 50-page document or a 100-page document, if you can able to identify those entities and extract it and put it in a tabular format, then it is very easy for the lawyer or whoever it is doing the analysis, for them like what it is actually, and what kind of what is the case details, and what are the things has to be done further, like all those things that is captured and stored. Okay, so that gives an instant access to the case information, and then streamlined document review. Okay, so streamlined document review in the sense like they have all the information necessary for analysis, and also to review the document in a just in a search query. Okay, if you have that capability. Okay, so that gives them a quicker decision, like they can easily take the decision like what may be the next step to be taken. So that is one main reason here. And also once if you can able to capture all the like for example case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and different type of cases, all these case details with some metadata, and then the important entities extracted from those case details are captured and stored in the form of a database, then definitely that will be an asset for that particular law firm, because you no need to go and again redo the work. For example, if you want to refer a previous case, okay, so that can be easily done. Just for example, you can give a search query like what about this particular case details, or just give the person name or whatever maybe that the keyword. If you give and then ask the database, so that will give you the relevant details, like these are the details of this particular case, and these are the main entities, and these are the judgment date, where it happened, even if you want to know the location. So those kind of details will be easily fetched from those particular database if you have that in a structured format. And one more thing here is that if you can able to like for example give clearly the metadata, like metadata is nothing but the data about the data, and while designing the system itself, if you can able to properly index it and then easily configure the database in such a way that in a long run, for example, if you are dealing with thousands of cases, let us assume it is a big law firm having different departments dealing with case law, criminal, or family law, like maybe different departments. Okay, so now the firm as a database, that is an asset for that particular firm, where each and every department have their own schemas and tables, and then they can able to easily access the case details as well, like what happened to this particular case and when it was happened, and all those details can be easily extracted. So that is one key thing when we have the structured information in the form of knowledge base, in the form of structured data set in a database. That will be then a key asset for that particular firm, and that will differentiate them with like how they actually do the work, and how efficiently they can able to deliver the results. So that's one thing. And also here, if you see the legal documents, they are like a complex language, a diverse entity relationship. So here I want to mention, like if we can able to extract the key entities from a particular case, and let us assume you have all those key entities, especially the person, location, all those details from a particular case, and you have it in your database, you can able to build a graph database on top of that one. Okay, so graph database is a specialized database where you can form relationships between the entities. Okay, for example, let us assume there is a slip and fall case happened in a particular XYZ mall, and then you are dealing with a case. Okay, so now the same thing might have happened in a different mall or different location, maybe in the same mall in a different date. Okay, so now if you have that structured data extracted and prepare a graph database on top of that one, so what happens, as soon as you ask the system, like, hey, what happened to this particular mall, like do you have any data about this particular XYZ mall, then it will automatically fetch all those details, like this particular mall was involved in a particular slip and fall case, and then this was the actual thing happened, and these are the things which was done, and then this is the final judgment. Okay, so now you have a clear idea, like what happened and why it is happened in the same case, maybe a similar case in a different mall. So now you have a clearly detailed overview of the previous case. So from that, what you can easily analyze this case with that case as a context. Okay, so that can be done. And then here like we all know, like the legal case documents vary widely in the structure and often include critical information buried within dense documents. Okay, so each case, for example, if you have a case, let us assume there is a case. That case have multiple documents. Okay, maybe ranging from the actual case details, the reports, some scanned copies, and all those stuff. So now, for each and every document, if you clearly able to extract and then put it in a specific order, and then have that details ready, whenever you want to refer in future, then definitely that will be an asset, because like while doing analysis, like maybe lawyer 1 can do analysis in his own way, and lawyer 2 can do analysis in his own way, but both of them, they don't want to they can access the same asset and get the inputs from that, and then they can able to do the cross analysis, and then they can come up with an idea, okay, how they can deal with those things. Okay, so we have a common data like point where anyone can go and access and get the details about that particular case. If someone leaves the firm, then it should not, that particular knowledge should not leave from with them. Okay, so whatever they did, they can be again given as a comment to the particular case, and it should be stored, or those details will be preserved as a firm's own data set, and then the future whoever wants to refer that one, they can easily able to refer. So that's one main idea here. So that's why, like, when we have an unstructured document, like especially in the legal domain, if you can able to get the entities extracted in the form of structured way, then definitely we can have we have the actionable data on which we can take actions or do analysis on top of that one. So it reduces a lot of grunt or manual work in that particular legal domain. Okay, so that's one thing. Let us just give an example, like for example, if you have a governance teams, so they can extract data from corporate docs, especially shareholders, directors, percentage of ownership. Like there are a lot of things they can able to extract and keep it ready for further analysis. Okay, so this is how it works. Like whenever there is a new case or a new case document has been there, so they can easily tag with some metadata, so that all those things will be related to one particular case document, and then they can do the processing. The system will extract what are the entities they require, and then it will be stored in a database. So it will be useful, very useful in future analysis as well as for cross-referencing. So now IP teams, they can pull insights on open source licenses, R&D costs for IP valuation or trademark renewal deadlines. So these are all like the important entities like they can extract. So it depends. It all depends upon the specific use case of those particular law firm. So it is not like one thing fit to all other like requirements. It depends. But if you can able to figure out a way like what are things is needed and how it has to be extracted and how it has to be stored, then that will give you a clear idea. And then in long run, they will those who are having that particular asset will differentiate themselves, like how they will deal with the cases, and then how exactly they can able to they can easily find out what's happening there and what can be done further if there is a case. Okay, that's one thing. And let us, for the compliance teams, like they can automatically retrieve obligations, policy references and control evidence from internal documentation as well. So these are just a simple examples I given, like how and what they can be done. Okay, so the basic premise here is nothing like you have documents, like legal documents. It may be in the form of PDF, a Word, or a text document, or a scanned copy, whatever may be, like, okay, so that if you can able to extract in the form of clean structured data and whatever the required entities we need, those entities if you can able to extract, then if we can able to save it in the database, then that will be an engine for efficiency for them. Okay, so they have the risk control, and even they can generate new revenue streams based upon those databases, because they have the database, and they can able to either give an advice to other firms or other entities, like we have this kind of data, and we have enough case details such that we can give a clear-cut way or vision like how certain case has to be dealt. So that will be a new revenue stream for them as well. And also the operations efficiency and cost. Okay, the faster reviews. Okay, as soon as a case document was there, or there is a case going on and there is a new details coming in, and if you can able to get those entities and put it in a database and easily you can see like how they are relating each other and what's happening, like if there is any deviation or if there's new information coming in. So that is one thing, they can do a faster reviews. And the main thing here is finding parties like dates, amounts, key clauses, like as I mentioned, the location, all those things can be easily extracted and put it in the documents. Okay, so that's one main advantage. Apart from that, lower cost per matter, that means like less manual entry and more billable time spent on actual analysis instead of doing the grunt work. Okay, that's one thing. And the main resource here is the powerful search, analytics and knowledge management. Okay, once you have everything and then put it in a structured format and which is located in your own database, then it's up to you. Like whenever you want, you can have the analytics on top of it, and so how many cases they dealt and what kind of cases they will dealt, and what is the success rate and all those stuff. Like they can easily, like, even though I'm not especially from a legal domain, but still I can clearly say that if you have such kind of a data set, that will be a clear an asset for that particular law firm, where they can have everything on their fingertips. And also with the latest advantage of large language model or AI, they can build anything on top of that. The main thing here is the core is the data, readily available, actionable data. If you have the data set in the form of structured and well organized, put it in a database, on top of that you can do anything, like you can put a chatbot or you can put a generative AI so that it can analyze and give you a clear-cut answer. Okay, so for all those things you need the base where it can be built on top of the one. So that is nothing but structured data which has been extracted from the legal documents, put it in a form of a structured way, easily accessible and easily in a cohesive manner where you can able to access it. So if that is there already, then you are already like ahead of in the tech stack, so that you can build AI on top of that one and do either you can a chatbot or you can do analysis using your large language models also. So that's one thing here. So differentiator, client service and new offerings, that's we already discussed. This I give you a small example, like if there is a contract management, how the context hierarchy will be there. Like you can have a procurement organization, agreements and templates, and then provisions, and then inside provision we have clauses. This is just a template. I already built a detailed demo or a walkthrough. Like I will link the video in the description. So I took a case law and extracted these 9 entities, especially the person, either it may be applicants, respondents, witness or counsel, and then organization. So these are all entities. Okay, so organization means companies, institutions, government bodies, and then location like cities, provinces, jurisdictions and regions, as well as legislation, what statuses, what acts and what sections and what regulations are there. So these are all entities and they insert that entity types. Okay, and then case law, okay, and then a legal topic, contract or criminal law, tort or employment law, and then judges, and then court, which court, from which court it was there, and then law firm. Okay, so if like this is just a for the demo purpose, I did a complete end-to-end walkthrough, like how with the raw text document you can able to extract these many entities and put it in a structured format in a database. And then I also explained like if we have the database, on top of that how we can able to do a RAG system, that is Retrieval-Augmented Generation system. And then there are a lot of things you can do once you have the core data set. So this is just an overview, like what are the benefits you can achieve once you have a detailed a structured data of your legal documents, put it in a database. So this is just a short overview I want to show you. Yeah, I will give you, I will add the description with this video, like you can see that the entire end-to-end demo, like how I did. and what are the details I can able to extract and how accurate it was. Okay, thank you.